So, you wake up on a fine morning, quite comfortable in your well-portioned, rather book-clustered rooms.
Yeah.
Interesting feelings in your heart of what maybe you've got yourself in for. Not really sure of where you might be headed in the future, but knowing that it should be entertaining and possibly significant. Caught up as you now are in Petros Loromir's past and your own future destiny as they have interweaved. Over breakfast, Kendra, who's sort of cheering up somewhat with a sense of purpose and a bit of company, having had only the company of her rather obsessive aged father for the last couple of years, since most of the people shunned her in the town. Suggests the places you can look are, of course, in his own library, and especially the books that you've revealed. In the Ravengo Town Hall, there'll be records about the jail and about the prisoners, which he mentioned in his journal.
Oh, do we need to go to the Pharesmo?
The Temple of Pharasma would also be a good place to investigate information about the Whispering Way, certainly, and also about Harrowstone and the 5 prisoners. And the Unfurling Scroll, which is a sort of a schoolhouse magic shop owned by Alendru Gorovan. That would be a good place to maybe do some research as well.
A schoolhouse magic shop?
Yeah.
What's a schoolhouse magic shop?
It's a magic shop run by someone, but he also educates those who are able to pay a bit of money to him to take their children and to educate them. Hence, unfurling the scroll of knowledge.
Sounds very beautiful. Okay.
You also might be able to buy some items at CVS.
Woo! Buying items!
Because we've got 100... No, that's coming in about 15
29 days.
Yeah.
Bing! Oh yeah, this is day 2, I guess.
Not that will
Of
ever
your
see
life.
a sense of it.
Yeah, we'll get up to day 29 and be like, yeah, no, let's just head back and take the chest to Leopardstown.
That's right, yes. Sit around, watch some...
You're like, no, you're fine.
That's right. Yeah, who cares about this town? We're going to get our 100
I was about to decapitate you, bad guy, but no, I'm just going to go get some money.
Cynicism suddenly overtakes you. So, every time you go and research somewhere, it's going to cost you kind of, half a day.
All right.
To go to a place to give me a roll.
Okay.
We could role play out all the sort of the nitty gritty of negotiating with the church and all that sort of stuff to get access. But there are other sort of events that might occur depending on how much time passes.
Well, I reckon we just go up to where he died.
To Harrowstone.
It's inevitable.
Well, we do need to be wary of angry spirits. We can't do the spirit board there.
We have Ghostbuster utensils.
What if there are 6 of them?
We cross the rays.
That's untried. You don't know that will work. I'm going to go to the magic shop. See what I can buy.
I think you should go to the temple.
I'll go to the temple.
Okay.
And I should go to whatever the other one is that you said.
We all die because
No, that's right. That's a fine way to do it. You can go to the town hall, or you can stay here at Lorimir's house.
No, I'll do town hall.
Okay, good.
Kendra, what do you want to do?
Now, you can at the town hall. You're going to have to give me a 25 diplomacy check to get access to anything.
25. Who's got the best diplomacy?
He's going to the town hall.
Yeah, not me. Don't.
Cool.
At the Temple of Pharasma, you're going to need 25 diplomacy check or a better reputation than you've got at the moment to get access to it, but I'll give you a +5 on your roll because you served.
I am...
And at the Unfurling Scroll,
Imodai.
you can pay 10 gold pieces if you want. Probably the most straightforward way of doing it.
Somebody like the GM like somebody.
Oh, listen to it. Mind you, whose character died in the last
reality.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just delivering reality as it stands.
25.
I got 21.
21.
What did I need? 20.
Is this modified by your +5?
This is modified by my +9.
Plus another 5 that I just gave you?
Yes.
26?
No, I failed.
No, if I got with the other +5, I got 26.
So you're going to the town hall.
Yeah, I failed.
So you meet that man who's rather rude to you.
Who? Is it that guy who looks like...
Do the raping trick.
Half-count.
Make him a half man.
Hang on, are we meeting another librarian?
Yeah.
He's rather rude to you
Make him a twin.
and says that he doesn't really like the feeling of you folk and you should get out of town as soon as you can. And thank you very much. He's rather busy when you're trying to sort of negotiate with him.
Alright.
Vashim.
I'm going to wait till night time. I'll sneak in.
Okay, we can do that. That's a good idea.
We're going to go in the second half day.
So let me give you your Pharasma
Laugh
info.
and demon. Get done.
With access to the Temple of Pharasma, I'll give you a +4 on knowledge checks to research Harrowstone or the 5 prisoners. What are you going to research? Or the Whispering Way?
The prisoners. No, actually,
We know a lot about the Whispering Way.
yeah, the prisoners.
Prisoners? So local knowledge or history knowledge?
Well, they're all the same. I've only got just standard.
Yeah. So just your intelligence, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, which is what?
+1.
+1. So another +5.
Cool.
Since you got access to the church.
5, 6, 7, 8.
8. You don't find anything wrong with it? You leave the temple with a headache.
I'm going to be researching at the house until
Yes,
night time,
but I-
and then I'll
Yeah,
go
good.
over.
Okay, good.
Do I have a good
Done.
conversation with the? Do I create a rapport
do.
with the?
You do create a rapport, so I'll give you access again if you want to go tomorrow.
You
I'll give you a +2.
And you got a rapport?
No, I haven't.
No, that's on the research you had.
Ah, I see.
His diplomacy check was much higher.
I'll give you a +2 on researching. If you want to try and find more about the Whispering Way, give me another knowledge check on either Arcana or Religion.
Did you say that history would have been a really good one to have?
I had said that, yes.
Cool. I'm just checking.
Because he would have got, he was doing history.
I got 15.
15 cents. You don't find anything more interesting about the Whispering Way? Murray?
Oh, sorry.
I've
16.
reduced my gold
16
by 10.
Yes. Okay, yes, you have access to... Here you can get a +2 knowledge check on researching Harrowstone or the prisoners. So you want to do the prisoners, obviously. So history
14.
or local? History or local?
Let's do, history 15.
15. You discover, amongst your books, which you'll ultimately share with your friends when you come home for dinner before he sneaks off in the night to go to the town hall. Originally Harrowstone, the prison, housed only local criminals. But as the prison's fame spread, that's really hard to say, other counties and distant lands began paying to have more and more dangerous criminals housed within the prison walls. At the time of the Great Harrowstone Fire, the number of particularly violent and dangerous criminals imprisoned within the dungeons below was at an all-time high.
So it used to be a supermax. Like one of the maximum
Yeah,
security prisons.
absolutely.
I discovered that there's a difference between a jail and a prison the other day.
Really?
Ooh.
A jail is where you go before you get tried, and a prison is a place you go after you've been tried.
Really?
That's
Nice,
cool.
nice. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, because you do get thrown in jail before your trial. So.
Yeah. And you get sent to prison.
Yeah. Thrown in and sent. I'd much rather be
Yeah.
sent.
That's cool. Yeah.
As long as they don't
So you creep to the town hall.
No, because that was only a half day for me. I'm going to go... Was there a library in town?
That's where I'm trying to get into.
The town hall. I think we call it a day. I think half a day of reading books and arguing your way in and
I just paid money.
you could.
I'm chipper and not exhausted at all.
I think we give you a bit of an access
Haven't-
that evening.
even spent any diplomacy.
Do you want to try and sneak in and
Sure, yeah.
break your way in?
What's your diplomacy?
So give me a stealth check, and then a disable device check.
4.
I got 16 on stealth.
Me following him, I got a 7.
I think we'll just let him go by himself because you're going to be very shy.
And I got 10 on disabled device.
I'm talking to Kendra.
So you stuff around with the lock for quite a while.
Kendra.
Give me another check.
Kendra.
10 again.
10 again.
Can.
It's just the way the characters go.
You break one of your tools in the lock,
Mm-hmm.
and swear silently to yourself in frustration, and I'll let you try again.
12.
12. Okay, good. You managed to eventually get this lock in. You made quite a mess of it. You had hoped to be able to sneak in and get the thing open and be able to get in and out without leaving evidence of your path, but you don't indeed do that.
It's because I'm by myself. If I was with a group, I'd be like, oh yeah, I can do it.
Yes. So I'll give you access. You can use these books and records, as I said, to research with a +2 bonus. Harrison or the 5 prisoners.
Alright, cool. Can I borrow books?
You can borrow them and bring them back. Yeah.
So, can I forge phony names for people that are borrowing books from this library?
That's a cool idea.
And
yeah.
then just take them?
So you take council records and sort of check them out as in borrowed. Yeah.
And then I might get you to mend it, the lock, if that's
I
okay.
think in the morning I might swing by.
Yeah, I'll just ask him to mend it.
Okay, cool.
And,
Meanwhile, Kendra and I are reading the books except for
and then I'll let you consider in the fire.
So bring home some records you think might contain some information to give yourself a big time to...
We're reading everything except the Verified Madness.
Okay, good.
We're reading the Manual of the Palatine and Serving Your Hunger.
So Whispering Way, give me another check on the Whispering Way and give me...
Hungry. Right.
Well, do you bring it back to the house?
Yeah.
So can we all read it?
Yeah. So give me whatever you like on Religion and Arcana. And give me 2 rolls each, since you've got a good amount of time. You spend all the evening looking at this stuff.
Natural 20! 22.
Done. Do we need to roll?
22.
13 plus Arcana.
No, 24 if I get it.
Oh,
24.
wonderful. Is that another
Natural
+2?
20.
That's with...
Another +2 as
24.
well? 24.
I got
Natural
20, so I got 20.
Good. You all discover
Yeah. I didn't roll very
Reading out loud.
the Whispering Way is itself actually a series of philosophies that can only be transferred by whispering. The philosophies are never written down or spoken out loud, making the
Except
exact
for
goals and nature of the secretive philosophy difficult for outsiders to learn. And the greatest piece of information you can find, the exact details of the society are difficult to discern, but the chief among the Whispering Way's goals are the discovery of formulae for creating liches and engineering the ultimate aim, the release of the Whispering Tyrant. Agents often travel to remote sites or areas plagued by notorious haunts or undead menaces to perform field research or even to capture unique creatures. Their symbol is a gagged skull, and those who learn too many of the way's secrets, such as yourselves, are often murdered and their mouths mutilated to prevent their body from divulging secrets with spells such as Speak with Dead.
I have something to tell
Was the professor's mouth mutilated?
The gargoyle... Well, yes, his entire face was smashed apart and his throat was mashed. But... Ting! Ting!
Bong.
I thought...
Resolution.
They told me that the gargoyle had fallen on him, but I found it difficult to believe that the gargoyle would kill him. And do you
Who
think he was
found
murdered
him?
by the Whispering Way? The constable, Benjamin, and his men went up to find him.
Do they usually travel up there?
Well, no, they went up there because I
He
told
was
them
missing.
that perhaps the professor had gone up there.
Remember we talked about it 2 days ago?
That's right. That's all right. I know there's a lot of information you guys you have been observing.
Had any of the sheriff's men been acting suspiciously?
Suspiciously. Well, everyone always acts suspiciously in this place.
Good point.
Had any of them not been acting
That would be
Strange.
in a bed of thorns?
What do you mean? Do
A
you think-
rose stands out.
Do you think
My dear
they
Kendra,
might be involved with the Whispering Way in this town? Oh, I don't know.
your father thought so.
People keep to themselves in this town.
Except for Bob.
Bob?
Except
Bob?
for Zoka.
Zokar. Well, no. Zokar's about the only bright spot in this town at all.
Bright spot. Let us have a drink.
A drink. Yes. It's been a good day of success. Shall we look at the books that you have brought from the town hall before you perhaps might return them as quickly as possible?
Oh, it's okay. They've been borrowed.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Look at them now.
It should be okay.
I have something to tell you, Murray.
What's it?
Do not use the language of the enemy. Yeah, so we'll have a look over the
Talk
books.
to a moth right now.
Good. I can tell you information about the prisoners. You can each roll... I'll give you 2 more rolls. Again, like you did before. Knowledge, local, or history. If you like.
History would be great. I have something in there.
15
18.
and 13.
20 and 28.
Woo!
Not naturals, neither of them naturals.
Alright. Going to bed late at night with a headache. You have found out the following information. The first 2 of these with everyone else. The last information I'll give you after these guys have gone to bed. But basically, originally Harrowstone, yes, blah, 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 blah. The 5 most notorious prisoners in Harrowstone at the time of the Great Fire were... Here's some information. I'll send you this on Pathfinders later if you like. Father Charlatan, the Lopper, the Mosswater, Marauder,
Marauder,
the
right.
Piper of Ilmarsh,
Hang on.
and the Splatterman. Right.
Father.
Charlatan.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you he was a nice, honest man.
Yes, that's right.
Lopper.
The Lopper.
Yep.
The Mosswater Marauder.
They sound like
Is there
Power
anybody-
Rangers bad guys.
Is there anybody in the town named this way?
The Piper of Ilmarsh.
And Zortan.
And the Splatterman.
And Sophie, the flower girl.
And I'll tell you a little bit of information about each of them if you like.
Well, hang on. It's really unique, but I think the name describes something
It
about
does, that's right. Well, these were their, you know, their nicknames.
Modus
given-
operandi.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
I'm the murderer.
I work as an arborist. I'm the lopper.
I'm the Viper.
You look
I've
like
come to wipe your windows.
I'm Father Charlatan. Here's my daughter.
All right. This is the
I'm
last.
the father. Here are my children.
This is the last
Charlotte
of the really
and
heavy information. Okay,
Okay, cool.
that characterises this
So we
stage.
don't know this. Ready?
You don't know this, but he will explain it to you in the morning of day 3. You can listen now, so I don't. Have to
Please
go through it
listen.
all.
I cannot.
No. I want you to tell him, and then he gets to tell us.
No,
Verbatim.
no.
Let Chinese whispers begin. So basically, something about a prison.
Of the 5 notorious prisoners, only Father Charlatan was not technically a murderer. Yet his crimes were so blasphemous that several churches demanded he be punished to the full extent of Ustalavic law. And you just note down the important points. Although he claimed to have been an ordained priest of any number of faiths at different times, Father Corvin was in fact a traveller, con artist who used faith as a mask and a means to bilk the faithful out of money in payment for false miracles or cures. He became known as Father Charlatan after his scheme was exposed and his Cesani accomplices murdered a half-dozen city guards in an attempt to make good the group's escape.
You know, it'd be much easier just to do the miracle things.
Like
Yeah,
this.
that's right.
You know?
Just get a couple of levels in cleric already. Actually serve a good god.
Yeah. It's like it's so much effort to go to.
Well, if you hate good and, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, you know.
The Lopper. When the Lopper...
I can't stop.
You're getting lots of XP from finding all this stuff out, by the way, as well. When the Lopper stalked prey, he would hide in the most unlikely places, sometimes for days upon end, with only a few supplies to keep him going while he waited for the exact right moment to strike. Once his target was alone, the Lopper would emerge and savagely behead his victims with a hand axe.
Sounds a bit like you.
Certainly a difficult task. He has my respect.
He, you know, you're sitting there late at night in a house you don't really know with a candle that's running out reading his stuff.
Once upon a midnight.
Candles guttering.
That's right.
I bring out of my backpack one of my 4 candles and light it.
I got
I went all kind of. I did the whole encumbrance
Yeah, me
thing.
too,
And then I went
yeah.
down and I was like, oh, I've got 87. I've got to get that down. So yeah, I've got a load of. I've only 83 and a half. So
You know,
I got the landed and worked out how much oil I can take.
Yeah,
Have you ever thought?
yeah.
Have you ever thought that 50-foot of rope? That's crazy. You can never carry 50-foot of rope.
No, because I don't really
You
like
can
to be.
if
Okay.
silicon.
I bought 50 meters of rope the other day,
Mm.
and it was this big.
Yeah, depends on the rope.
Depends on the rope.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, D&D rope might be twice as big, but
Yeah.
Sylvan rope would be half as big. And that was 50 metres of rope. We're talking like 3 times as much rope. It's like, oh, okay, sorry. I take that back. All my snorts of incomprehension.
I have a kilometre of rope.
Although a 10-foot
Foot pole,
pole is
that's
kind of like...
All right, the moss
No, because
water
all the rooms are
marauder.
made 10 feet.
It's like,
Yeah, dig up this. He goes.
the moss
like a blind
water
man's...
marauder.
Yes.
Only 5 years before his hometown of Mosswater was destined to be overrun and ruined by monsters from the nearby river, Ibsen, someone or other, was a well-liked artisan and a doting husband. When he discovered his wife's infidelity,
Oh
he
no.
flew into a jealous rage and struck her dead with his hammer, shattering her skull and his sanity with one murderous blow. Racked with shame and guilt, Ispen became convinced that if he could rebuild his wife's skull, she would come back to life. But unfortunately, he could not find the last blade-shaped fragment from the murder site. So instead, Ibsen became the Mosswater Marauder. Over the course of several weeks, the cunning dwarf stalked and murdered nearly 20 people while searching for just the right skull fragment. He was captured just before murdering the daughter of a visiting nobleman from Varno and was carted off to Harrowstone the same night.
Without trouble.
I like the transition.
Then he went to
Can't
prison.
find that last sliver of bone. I'll just kill everybody.
I'll make it.
The Piper of Ilmarsh. Before he snatched his victims, the Piper taunted his targets with a mournful dirge on his flute.
What kind of food? Like a piccolo?
This is all useful information, by the way, in the end.
I'm sure.
He preferred to paralyze lone victims by dosing their meals with lich dust, then allowing his pet sturges to drink the victims dry
What is
of
Sturges?
blood.
Birds with the blood drinking bird.
Oh,
Really
yeah,
big
yeah,
mosquitoes.
yeah. I like those things.
No, you don't.
No, I was just trying to sound cool.
Yeah, they're good eating. Kind of bloody.
That's
Yeah.
right. It is
gotta
a
have
bloody
the
good
Other
meal.
people's blood.
And the last one, the Splatter Man.
This is going to be nice.
Professor Ferriman was a celebrated scholar of anthroponomastics, the study of personal names and their origins,
You're kidding me.
at Quarterfox Archives in Califas. Yet, an accidental association with a succubus twisted and warped his study, turning it into an obsession. Ferriman became obsessed with the power of name and how he could use it to terrify and control. Soon enough, his reputation was ruined. He lost his tenure. He developed an uncontrollable obsession with an imaginary link between a person's name and what happens to that name when the person dies. Every few days, he would secretly arrange for his victim to find a letter of her own name written in blood, perhaps smeared on a wall or spelled out with carefully arranged entrails. Once he had spelled his victim's name, he would come at last for her, killing her in a gory mess, often using complex traps or a series of rigged events meant to make it look like an accident. A jolly quorum. The 5 villains of Harrowstone.
So from everywhere around the place, they sent these terrible prisoners
Yeah.
until it was like bursting at the seams.
Yeah.
with fire
And then it burned to the
prisoners.
ground.
Yep. And then one night it burnt to the ground. Yep.
So they put 5 prisoners in there, and then that was the capacity of the prison.
No, there were lots
These
and
are the
lots
5
of
most
These are the 5.
These are the
most
worst.
Yeah.
Cool.
They became legends.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay. I go to sleep.
Yep. That's right. So you go to sleep just feeling like...
Yeah.
I cast daylight in the room.
You've been asleep for hours. You've left him huddled over this sort of, these records. And you wake up.
Wake up,
in the
he's got
morning.
stubble. He's like, oh no.
Something must
And
have
he goes,
gone wrong.
Then he goes,
And he goes, is there a good barber in the town? No.
no, but there's a good bard, duh.
So you wake up in the morning of
Bard.
day 3, still haven't done anything at all. But that's right. No, that's right. That's great.
To Stone of Harrow we go.
You have breakfast.
Go. What time is it?
It's 11:04. So we'd like to stop at 11:30, basically, wouldn't we?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Or let's try the spirit board.
What are we going to ask it? if we ask it something.
Do you kill people?
What's up, spirits?
What do the Whispering Wave want?
Good question.
Let's whisper it.
Yeah, answer. Sorry? Ah, wasted, man.
So, after a cheery breakfast discussing hideous murder techniques, decided to settle down around a Ouija board and summon
Early
spirit
morning.
to answer your question.
Nothing wrong about early morning Ouija boarding.
That's right. No, I don't think so.
Guess
I love a Ouija board in the surf in the morning.
Ouija board.
Oh yeah, look
Is
at this.
it-
Oh, I'm on the wave. Ooh, I'm on the quest of I'm on the quest of a supernatural wave on my Ouija board. Watch me do a tail bend. Woo woo. Oh, a fish
That's probably not helping the mood. Okay, so you
What in high heaven do you think that would have to do with the mood?
settle around your spirit planchette.
Ready, Murray? Just to finish it.
I'm passing go. I'm collecting $200.
Yeah.
Oh, Ouija. Ah, not Monopoly.
The two sound so similar. I just picture you going up to a Monopoly board and starting to...
Old Kent Road, what have you got to tell me? Oh shit, never buy me. Oh. Not even with hotels. Oh, okay, thanks.
You're so wise.
Scratched out on the board.
Ooh. What the Whispering Wave wants?
That's right.
Yes.
Are the letters W-A-R
N-K-E-R
D-E-N
W-A-R
D-E-N H-A-W-K-R-A-N.
K.
Wardenhawken. Is that right?
Hawkran.
Hawkran is an O. Oh, O.
Ran, R-A-N. Hawk, Ran.
Oh,
H-A-W?
yeah, cool.
K-R-A-N.
Sorry, spirits.
Sorry. we are illiterate. What letters were they again?
Can't you put some damn punctuation in a space for crying out loud?
Have you seen one of those? I can't remember which movie it
Might have
is.
been
But
Ward,
basically, like,
Denhor,
there's
Cran.
there's two cops, right? You know, who think they're going home, and the car that's like done a drive-by shooting drives off, and they're like JK7432. No. It was RP738. Wasn't it? Like, they both got the number plate completely
Well, there's no doubt about the spelling of this. Now you recall who was researching Harrowstone? Someone who was researching Harrowstone.
Nathan was?
Yes.
was it?
You recall seeing his name.
No, it was me.
Sorry, Mary.
Oh.
You recall seeing this name
Ooh.
Do I recall it still?
in a book at the Unfurling Scroll.
21, of course I do. Right.
So you may go back to the shop and look back, try and find that book again.
I pushed one of the others in first, so they lose 10 GP, not me.
Screw you guys!
You're going to go back to the Unfurling Scroll?
I'll do a Skyrim. I'll give him the money, then I'll duck down, move around, steal it out of his pocket, put it back in mine, and stand up again.
Nice.
Skyrim!
Is that a Skyrim cheat, is it?
That's just what they do in Skyrim.
Yeah, that's what you
That's
do. You give the guy the money,
And then
then you sneak around, wait till nobody's looking, then grab the money. And then you do it again.
Anyway.
How many hours have you spent there? A lot.
So you go to the Unfurling Scroll.
Yep.
Pop up 10 gold pieces.
Yes, Murray does!
No, I don't.
No, I shall do it. I shall do it.
Yeah, 41.
Quickly search out this book again.
41 GP.
And I'll give you a history knowledge check if you're the one looking at it, John. And I'll give you a plus
Oh, by the way, on the way
7.
on the way there,
Yeah.
we fixed the lock on the.
Okay.
Did you say plus 7?
I just go.
I think it's about 28.
So
28.
28.
Yeah. If you said plus 7 to it.
Most of the hardened criminals sent to Harrowstone spent only a few months in prison. For it was here that most of Ustalav's executions during that time were carried out. The fire that caused the tragedy was in fact a blessing in disguise, for prisoners had rioted and gained control of the prison's dungeons immediately prior to the fire. It was only through the selfish sacrifice of Warden Hawkran and 23 of his guards that the prisoners were prevented from escaping. The guards gave their lives to save the town of Ravengro.
Sorry, I'm confused. They burnt the place with the prisoners inside, and the guards gave their lives by keeping the doors shut.
The guards were down with the prisoners when...
So this is an alternative
Yeah.
version of the story of Vlad the Impaler, who invited all the peasants to a feast and then locked them in and burnt
Yeah.
them all down.
The prisoner's warden perished in the fire along with his wife.
And then impaled them.
The prisoner's warden perished in the fire along with his wife, although no one knows why she was at the prison when the fire occurred.
Because she was the arsonist.
A statue commemorating the warden and the guards who lost their lives was built in the months after the tragedy that stands by the riverbank just outside the town. So that's who Hawkran is. The man who gave his life to stop the prisoners escaping.
What a noble kind of person he is. Letting people burn alive like that.
To Harrowstone. It's early morning. It's daylight. We'll be fine.
Let's go
It's
to
not really morning
Harrowstone.
anymore because you've gone and done some research, so it's the afternoon of day 3.
Cool, we'll go. Let's go.
Plenty of light.
Quickly, my friends, come with me.
I've got sun sticks or whatever they're called. We're fine.
Sun rods.
I got a lantern, I got oil. Backups. You got daylight.
Yeah, man.
I go like this, right? I just, to show all this stuff, I just light my body up and I cause a glow. I cause light
And
at
just-
any time.
You just flash it.
I'm down to 3 candles. Someone should have pointed it out. I am down to 3 candles.
Have a massive blue.
Oh my god, he's so glowing.
I have some manacles, by the way. If we want to take any dwarves prisoner, I have some manacles.
You got ones for dwarves specifically.
Yeah, I'll put them on his ankles. That'll be fine. But,
I was reading up on bag of holding, and apparently you can last about 10 minutes in a bag of holding before they suffocate. And I also found out if you created a dimensional portal and you put a bag of holding into it, the whole thing explodes.
Bad news.
So what we could
If
have
you
done
put
with
it- if you
those statues is put them into the bag of holding, throw them into a dimensional portal, the whole thing would have exploded and it would have been fine.
Really?
But yeah,
if
anyway.
only we'd metagamed.
If only
Well,
we'd metagamed.
Dirk might still be alive.
Well, we couldn't actually make the dimensional hole, so we would have never...
Oh, no, I had an interdimensional space spell.
Oh, well, that would have been perfect too.
Oh, I could have.
Yeah.
Well, actually, then
We could have just done that.
well, if I was carrying one in a bag with me, and then I went into that little, because I think I did escape once into that interdimensional space with Carrion.
Yeah. No, it's
We
more
would've-
if you close
we
the
would have
hole.
exploded.
I think. You
Oh,
close
okay.
the hole until it'll go...
Good. So you make your way
3
in the
pallets
fading
of
light of the
role-playing game
afternoon.
books, $80.
Yeah, but it's
3
Sunday
pallets.
night, yeah?
There's a lot of crud in old irrelevant gaming.
Well, basically, they've emptied the shelf and put them into a box. So you are going to get gold and credit.
Are all these red things purely cosmetic? Or are they actually part of the scenery?
Which red things? They're cosmetic. Decorative.
They're the eyebrows of the land.
So you make your way up the hill to the south
That's right.
We have to use
The
that
hill is
somewhere.
winking at you.
to the place, feeling like there might be some more information you can get. Maybe if you can get to know the town folks.
Oh, have we been to the pub yet? I want to go to
You
the
haven't gone to
pub.
the pub. You're at least going to have a look at Harrowstone.
Yeah.
There's certainly some gossiping you could do at the pub, some chatting up people, some...
Oh, yeah, we'll be chatting up people. Hello.
Can you go?
You
Kendra.
arrive... Well, let me read it.
Where's Kendra? Kendra, hi.
Harrowstone is located on a barren hill south of the city of Ravengro.
And the
The
hill's winking
stark,
at us, yep.
sagging roof of its central structure is visible through large gaps in the surrounding wall. So this is like a big surrounding wall. The building is sort of there standing, but the stonework of it has collapsed in all sorts of different places. A partially overgrown track leads from the southern edge of town, winding around the base of the hill, so you can sort of get a view around most of this, and back up along the southern slope to the prison itself.
It's winter, isn't it?
It is winter.
Really is well done.
It's getting a bit dim. There's a large, tall, crumbling stone wall all the way around the side, which you can see there. the eastern portion of which has fallen completely apart into a large sinkhole with a sort of vile, dank-looking sort of collection of water there.
With a detect magic roll, what would I...
As you come to the gate,
I can do that as many times as I want, can't I?
detect magic is one of your
Zero.
songs.
Yeah.
Yes. So you send out your magical feelers to detect magic in the area immediately surrounding the gate, and you don't sense anything particularly peculiar. The gates look sort of, basically pushable. They're sort of swinging in the softish wind that is blowing.
Cool. I'll push it open.
Push it open and walk through.
Yeah. Keeping an eye on my surroundings at all times.
Did you detect traps?
No.
Can you give me a will save? Plus DC 12.
I will say in DC 12 I'll probably fail this. No, 17.
Just as you step forward through the gates, you have this sudden crushing sensation of claustrophobia, and then this incredible sensation that when you look at your hands and your arms are all burning, and you can see your skin starting to sort of crack and sort of a blister and sort of pop, and you can see sort of flames.
Roll perception.
And you're just about to.
What is it, Ralph?
You're just about to sort of frantically sort of try and sort of pat them down, and then suddenly it's all gone instantly, and you're just like, oh.
What is it, Ralph?
An incredible sensation. I felt like my whole body was on fire.
Yes, I'm rather regretting my choice of underwear.
I think it might have been that Carrion. I tried, Ben. I tried.
It was beautiful.
I
It was
tried.
actually-
Well, it was good, but I'm sorry, I really needed to get a Blackadder quote in there. I'm sorry.
Great choice of
Give me a will save verse. 45.
Yes, you're not the favourite anymore, are you?
We'll say versus falling anvil. 18.
18. Unfortunately, it doesn't beat 45. And as you step over the threshold, the same thing happens to you.
Yep.
And leaves you feeling incredibly shaken.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sort of standing there for sort of a moment. I mean, it seemed to only affect him for a moment, but you're sort of like, as your sort of flesh, you watch the flesh on your arms sort of drip off, and you sort of stagger back and sort of go stumbling down the pathway like a pansy.
Stumbling.
And then sort of as you cross the threshold, of course, it all just disappears in this sense of crushing claustrophobia, and like you could never ever escape sort of vanishes, and you're sort of left there sort of reeling. I have to stop saying sort of. It was really annoying on the last podcast.
I go like this. I walk up and sort of put my hands in like this.
Yeah.
And just watch it.
So give me a will save versus DC 12, which would be incredible.
So I got an 18 against DC 12, but apparently I'd
Your
defeated
DC was
GM.
45.
I fail,
You fail.
but I put my hand in.
I think you're ready for it, actually.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, man, I'm so the man right now.
We know what the order is now. Yeah.
And I'm also the cleric.
Yeah, as you put your hand in, you sort of know what
Can
to
I play
expect.
this on the GM?
Yes.
You stand there.
You totally can. I take 5 steps back away from you.
You stand there in horror as you watch your hand, and it takes all your will to sort of just watch.
GM has to
as
remake
you're shaking there,
that
and sweat
throw.
is it's sort of beating off, and as the flesh sort of finally falls away from your skeletal hands, you conjure up you're just telling yourself, this is not real, this is not real, this is not real, and then flunk, next moment suddenly the sense is completely gone. Meanwhile, his underwear, which is now soiled.
Underwear.
Mike, this should be an interesting time, gentlemen.
It's alright.
Are you alright?
Of course.
Good. Sounds like it's safe to come closer again.
Alright, I'll be a Joy Division album.
This is
Oh,
where
what?
this is where you'd really be.
Close.
Alright,
Yes,
I'll move
Cowering
forward.
behind the
I'll
two
go-
less well-armoured people.
Yes, and down them in.
That's right. So you move in. The ground is.
I've been eating a lot of cheese.
It looks like it was a typical prison courtyard. This is not the area the prisoners just could get outside exercise. That wasn't an option back in those days. It's now.
It is now.
It is now overgrown
with
with plants and grass and awful weeds and anything that the birds have brought. Bits and pieces of... Nothing has been done to this place since it just was abandoned on the day that it burnt down.
Shall we move forward then, my friends?
There are various different structures around the perimeter that you can see. There's a large house just there with
Do these look
a
like they've
very
been lived in?
sagging roof.
Do these look like they've been
They are little guard houses.
Oh, I'll have a look inside those.
Yeah, have a
Little
squeeze.
Tom.
The structures seem unstable, to say the least. They are towering structures sitting. There's little stairs up inside, so you can walk up onto the level of the wall, and then there's access for shooting people who are trying to escape or shooting people in the courtyard. And you investigate around there.
You know that?
I've
There's,
got stuff to shoot with. Not very
there's
good at
remains of
that.
weapons which have been abandoned. Sort of, old crossbows that have rotten through, and
Do we find any vital? Do we ever find any weapons there?
you don't find anything of really use here. It's been cleared out hurriedly and abandoned as it is. You walk through that's a turning circle for carts and ways of containing people. I'll just roll this up a bit if you like.
Yep.
No, I won't. Apparently. Click on it. I'm going to go this way a bit.
Whoa, it's like we've moved into an interdimensional portal.
Yeah, so if you bring yourselves back here. This is a balcony.
I think we're checking out the house first.
Yep, you can look there. It's a two-storey building.
Shall we?
A two-storey building. This is a balcony to the second floor.
The sagging roof.
And underneath here are wood supports with a wooden floor above it, which is barely holding on. The beams have sagged right down under the weight of the floorboards and material that's up on the balcony. It's still standing after 50 years, but it doesn't look like it can stand very much, and you wouldn't really want to stand under here while someone was standing up the top. All the windows in the building's facade are narrow and blocked by grates, rusty bars.
What do we do, ye gentlemen?
There are
What do we find in the house?
large gargoyles perched on all the eaves up on the top of the second
Is
level,
there one missing?
functioning as kind of drain spouts.
Is there one missing?
There are many gargoyles missing
Many
from many
gargoyles
different
missing.
positions. About a third of them are on the ground, scattered around in various different positions. A lot of the rafters are actually revealed through gaps in the wooden shingles. Looks like a jolly old place. This side of the building certainly didn't burn. There's no fire damage at all to it. It's just been abandoned and nature has taken its course.
Orflak has been here.
Inside joke.
Another one. Sorry.
Orflek was a wizard.
Cool, we go towards the house.
Are we going to go in the house? Do you want to have a look in the house?
This little house here.
Rogie Poggy?
I would like to go into the house.
Let's go into the house.
Good.
You climb in, I will kick the walls.
This is a
Sagging walls.
brick manor house. It looks nicely built. The walls are well dressed. Obviously, it's not a prisoner's house. Maybe someone official. The roof is sagging very ominously, and the door hangs off one hinge, like it's going to fall off at any moment.
Alright.
It's like we came just before it broke.
So, we go in there.
Well, it could maybe
Okay.
stand for another 10 years, as long as no one stomps around in there.
How's your save verse falling house?
As long as there is no anvil in the upstairs rooms, we should be fine.
Why don't you have that voice?
Yeah, looking around, just looking around for anything.
I
of
thought that the
interest
GM might make
Around
a
dangerous.
5 throws
Inside?
against the entire game.
Okay, cool.
I think we all are.
I did think about giving myself a Scandinavian accent, but
Should do it.
I read all the messages on Pathfinder about falling anvils, and I decided against it.
There were a lot of those.
There
those
were.
ones, yeah.
Dice set down.
There were you dies. There were about 4 you die.
Yeah. I don't know what's
No,
wrong with
you
the
died.
rabbit. I thought it was a good name for a game.
You die.
Mr. Sniffles.
Yeah, he was going to rock.
A monk
So you start hearing the building as you step around and disturb the fragile balance of the building, you start to hear it sort of creak and creak. But just as you begin to really believe you should be getting the hell out of there, you see a journal type writing book sitting on one of the tables. And most of the rest of the place has been sort of emptied or turned over. Lots of the drawers have been pulled out of cupboards and stuff like that, and stuff was strewn around. Maybe clothes, what were once clothes 50 years ago, have rotted away. But there is a journal which is so mould encrusted, but clearly was a book. Do you try and grab that before you get out of there?
Yeah, I'll be very cautious. I'll go over there and quickly grab it.
Do you want to give me some sort of acrobatics sort of thing to try and walk?
Yeah, backflip and grab it. Yeah. No,
I flick-flack across the room.
I see now.
And the difficulty is
cartwheel.
No, yeah, I mean stepping on board so you don't think it's going to,
Yeah.
balancing your weight beautifully so that you don't disturb the...
22.
Good. Are these guys in the building as well?
Nope.
No.
No, they're watching. Okay, cool. Excellent.
I ain't walking in there with
What
an
you guys
acrobatics of
doing?
So you sort of like creak, 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 creak. You take the journal in your hand, which sort of, sponges in kind of thing. And you sort of put your hand under it. It had a leather cover maybe, which is relatively intact, which has maybe some writing on the front. And just at that moment you start to feel the building go, and the floor starts to slip sideways as the whole of the building starts to fold. So you're going to give me a get the hell out of there check of maybe get acrobatics or...
escape artist.
I got 16.
16. Yeah, okay. So you sort of come rolling...
He takes
Out.
4 damage.
As you go through the door, do you want to give me a DC 15 reflex save to see if you make it out the door without copping something on your head?
No.
So there's this... And the building starts to sort of literally twist on its foundations, and the walls start to come down. As he comes flying out, one of the beams cops him right across the back of the head, and he takes 4 hit points damage and comes stumbling out onto the ground.
I'm probably on the ground, almost dead
He's
now.
like...
You die.
He's there moaning.
I'm dead.
As the building flows, sort of flows like a liquid into its foundations.
I'll just reel around groggily. And probably fall down onto my knees holding this spongy, mould-covered book.
I walk over to him
Cuff me across the back of the head.
and I pick the book up and start reading it.
I was waiting for that.
Alright, I might splash some water in his face.
And I just go like
Thank you
this.
so much, fighter.
Now they know we're here.
I grab the book, I put my hand in the back of his head and selective channel energy.
Yeah.
You get a hit point back.
One hit point back.
As I do it, I slap it. Bang!
Ow! Gee, I feel better. Very slightly.
That means I go back to my original score of 6. Thank you so much, healer. We're so awesome, aren't we?
6.
Hey?
I only got 6.
Oh, a 4. No, I was went from 10.
Oh,
I went down by 4 to 6.
What do you
Then I
got?
went up by 1 to 7.
Yeah.
Pardon?
What do you got?
He rolled
My health,
one
my,
point,
my health points.
Yeah.
He was
9.
saying he damages him by 1 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. How many hit points do you have?
12, because I got
12,
the
yeah.
my full
Yeah.
die and,
And you
constitution bonus.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm buff, baby.
Yeah, you're 2 points more buff than me.
Oh! Shake the room. Ow! I hit myself with oh!
I'm bloodied. I'm bloodied.
As the journal opens...
Monkey, where are you?
The journal opens up and it's full of shopping lists and
kidding me.
so, lists of what's in the cupboard and plans for meals
I unlatch a throwing axe.
and all sorts of mundane household lists and little drawings of maybe what new curtains might look like, but most of this is obscured. On the front, however, you can see imprinted into the leather, just fadingly, the name Vesoriana.
Soriana?
Vesoriana. V-E-S-O-R-I-A-N-N-A. Vesoriana.
Is this supposedly the warden's wife or something?
It could perhaps be the...
Does that ring a bell with anyone's research?
Well, it will be you because you're the one who.
Does
was
it ring a bell with
researching
my
about
research?
The warden and his wife dying in the fire.
I mean, it's pretty obvious this is the warden's house.
You didn't read the name before, but that's a reasonable supposition.
What's the last entry?
Dear diary, I can smell smoke.
I think I might go and put myself in grave danger.
Drums in the deep. Must get.
Fabulous.
Best diary ever. Must get.
You lose 7 literacy points.
Arrow to the head. -7 literary points.
Intelligence bleed.
Cool. Well, that's probably as good a place as any to leave it.
Cool.
Just like this. And quickly. Drums in the deep. We must.
Sorry, bleeds away from the table. That's right. That's it.
Thanks for the game, Baron.
Yay.
Cool.
There's a whole lot of info.
I'm turning up.
Yeah.